This is our list of the top 10 greatest Western movies of all time. Get ready to settle up and journey with us through the Wild West as we revisit some of the most iconic films ever made. From epic showdowns to tales of honor and revenge, this list has it all. So sit back, grab some popcorn, and let's dive into the world of Westerns. Number 10. The Magnificent Seven is a 1960 Western film directed by John Sturges and starring an ensemble cast, including Yul Brynner, Steve McQueen, Charles Bronson, and James Coburn. The movie faced some production issues, including difficulty in finding financing and location challenges, as it was shot on location in Mexico. Despite the initial doubts, the movie became a huge success and is now considered a classic in the Western genre. The story follows 7 gunfighters who are hired by a poor Mexican village to defend them against a group of bandits. While the movie is praised for its iconic performances and memorable soundtrack,
777, the Magnificent Seven. They were only 7, but they fought like 700 to bring the kind of justice that
it has been criticized for its lack of representation of Mexican characters and its portrayal of violence. However, it remains an important part of the Western canon and a reflection of America's culture and historical narrative. Number 9. Django Unchained is a 2012 Western film written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. The movie faced controversy during its production due to its depiction of slavery and the use of racial slurs. However, it received critical acclaim upon its release and went on to become a box office success. The story follows Django, a former slave who is freed by a German bounty hunter, Dr. King Schultz. Together, they embark on a mission to rescue Django's wife, who is still enslaved in a plantation owned by a ruthless and sadistic slave owner, Calvin Candy. Django Unchained is known for its intense and graphic violence, as well as its satirical take on the Western genre. The movie explores themes of power, revenge, and justice, while also tackling issues of racism and oppression. Number 8. The Outlaw Josie Wales is a 1976 Western film directed by and starring Clint Eastwood. The movie faced production challenges due to its location shooting in remote areas of Utah, which made it difficult to transport equipment and crew. Despite these challenges, The Outlaw Josie Wales became a critical and commercial success, and is now considered a classic in the Western genre. The story follows Josie Wales, a Missouri farmer who joins the Confederate guerrilla unit during the Civil War. After the war ends and his family is murdered, Wales becomes an outlaw and seeks revenge against those who wronged him. The movie is known for its gritty realism and Eastwood's portrayal of an anti-hero who is both ruthless and sympathetic. It also explores themes of loss, redemption, and the consequences of violence. The Outlaw Josie Wales remains an important part of the Western canon and a reflection of America's culture and historical narrative. Its themes of rugged individualism and the struggle for survival in a harsh and unforgiving world continue to resonate with audiences today. It's a must-watch. Number 7. Tombstone is a 1993 Western film directed by George P. Cosmatos and starring an ensemble cast, including Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, and Sam Elliott. The movie faced production challenges due to its tight schedule and budget constraints, but it went on to become a commercial success and is now considered a cult classic in the Western genre. The story follows the legendary gunfight at the OK Corral in Tombstone, Arizona, where Wyatt Earp, his brothers, and their friend Doc Holliday confront a gang of outlaws led by the notorious outlaw Ike Clanton. Tombstone is known for its fast-paced action, memorable performances, and iconic one-liners. It explores themes of loyalty, justice, and the price of violence, while also showcasing the complex relationships between its characters. Number 6. The Wild Bunch is a 1969 Western film directed by Sam Peckinpah and starring an ensemble cast, including William Holden, Ernest Borgnine, and Robert Ryan. The movie faced controversy due to its graphic violence and was initially met with mixed reviews. However, it since has gained critical acclaim and is now considered a landmark in the Western genre. The story follows a group of aging outlaws who plan one last robbery as the Wild West era comes to a close. Along the way, they encounter various obstacles and betrayals, ultimately leading to a violent and bloody showdown. The Wild Bunch is known for its slow-motion action sequences, complex characters, and themes of honor, loyalty, and mortality. It also challenged traditional Western tropes by portraying its protagonists as anti-heroes rather than noble cowboys. Number 5. In Open Range, a Western directed by Kevin Costner, a group of friends led by Boss Spearman, Robert Duvall, and Charlie Waite, Costner, drive their cattle across the West. One of their companions, Mose Harrison, Abram Ben Ruby, ends up in a corrupt town run by a tyrannical sheriff, James Russo, and a violent rancher, Denton Baxter, Michael Gambon. Boss and his crew set out to find him. Their journey is fraught with danger, including conflicts, violence, and a surprise love interest. Number 4. Unforgiven, 1992. Clint Eastwood's best and final contribution to the Western genre. Unforgiven tells the story of an aging killer who comes out of retirement to take on one last job. With Eastwood's powerful performance at its center, the movie went on to win Best Picture at the Academy Awards, as well as Best Director for Eastwood. As a revisionist Western, Unforgiven challenges the conventional portrayals of the Wild West found in classic Westerns, questioning the myths and stereotypes perpetuated by the genre. The film presents a more complex and nuanced view of the Old West and its inhabitants, exploring the moral ambiguities and violent consequences of a lawless society. Number 3. Once Upon a Time in the West was Sergio Leone's follow-up to his iconic Dollars trilogy and a standout spaghetti western movie. Despite his previous declaration to retire from westerns, he made a comeback with this film. It stars Henry Fonda in the lead role, a departure from the usual Clint Eastwood. The story takes place in the Old West and is centered around two conflicts: a battle for the only water source and the construction of railroads, and a classic tale of revenge. Although initially deemed as average, the film has become a cult classic and is known for its epic and masterful depiction of the politics, patriarchy, and power dynamics of 19th century America. The movie's impact and influence on the Western genre and beyond can still be seen in films made today. Number 2. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is widely considered the crowning achievement of Sergio Leone's Dollars trilogy, and it's not hard to see why. With 2 successful prequels under its belt, the film has a built-in audience that eagerly awaited its release. Clint Eastwood's Man with No Name, now going by the moniker Blondie, faces off against 2 formidable opponents in a thrilling, high-stakes duel. The movie features Leone's signature style of filmmaking, exceptional performances from its cast, and a gripping plot that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. Ennio Morricone's score is legendary, and the film's breathtaking cinematography and visual storytelling continue to influence modern cinema. Number 1. For a Few Dollars More, 1965. For a Few Dollars More was an instant success and cemented the popularity of the Man with No Name character. It was so beloved that in 1967, the Italian public voted it as the best film in the Dollars trilogy. In the film, the Man with No Name teams up with another bounty hunter, Colonel Douglas, to track down El Indio, a notorious criminal. Together, they agree to split the bounty once they capture him. Director Sergio Leone surpasses his previous work with this film, demonstrating his growth in both technical and storytelling aspects. This movie has had a lasting impact in the Western genre and is widely considered to be one of the most significant and influential films of all time. One of the reasons for its enduring popularity is the unforgettable soundtrack by Ennio Morricone, which perfectly captures the film's mood and adds to its gritty, intense atmosphere. Additionally, the intricate storyline and character development showcase Leone's prowess as a filmmaker, while the dynamic partnership between the 2 bounty hunters adds a layer of depth and emotion to the film. And if that didn't hype you up enough, the final duel is surely going to leave you at the edge of your seat.
Maybe next time.
Which movie is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed something from this video, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell for more videos like this.